so sorry I'm late, Professor Chamberlain, but I couldn't get a bus. And none of the paths around the buildings had been shoveled.
Mrs. Swift, you're right on time.
Oh, good.
Mrs. Swift, here, this is my appointment book. I want you to change all my appointments for next week. Reschedule them.
Oh, you've decided to go to that convention in Miami Beach. I am so glad.
Conference, Mrs. Swift. Anthropology meets archaeology.
Oh, such a friendly title.
Dr. Brenner called me again early this morning. He's counting on me to present my latest paper. Also, I'm going to be expecting a telephone call from a Ms. Behrens at the travel agency. I want you to take the message. Miss Swift.
Oh, of course. In reference to?
My reservation's at the Coronado Hotel. I'm trying to get a suite.
Now, won't you be lonesome rattling around in a big suite?
Not if I take my wife. Well, I'll be going home right after my next class, so you can call and leave a message there for me.
I think it's lovely you're taking Mrs. Chamberlain with you, Professor.
Well, I wanted to spend some time alone with Nola for a while. It's sort of a second honeymoon.
Professor Chamberlain, you're so romantic.
You certainly are. I'd be ashamed to waste it on your wife.
Blue Jack still being held?
They kept him in jail all night.
Good.
Philip.
Hey, as far as I'm concerned, they're holding the right guy. Blue Jack is the murderer.
Are you okay?
I'm just glad to see you.
I couldn't sleep at all last night. I kept thinking about you being here.
Well, at least I'm used to it.
So this whole mess is going to be over soon. They're releasing you today.
I'm not so sure about that, Beth.
They have to. They can only hold you 24 hours for questioning.
They could hold me a lot longer than that. If they charge me with murder.
Alexandra, won't you come in?
Filthy rag.
To what do I owe the pleasure
Spare
of
me the amenities, Warren. I'm here for the tape.
What?
The tape Andy Ferris had with him just before he was murdered.
What about it?
I know you took it, and I want it back right now.
And now, Guiding Light. This portion is presented by Chloraseptic. With doctor-recommended Chloraseptic, sore throat relief is just seconds away. And by Dawn, the dishwashing liquid that takes grease out of your way.
There's no way they're going to hold you for murder.
They hauled me in here, didn't they?
For questioning only.
There were a lot of people at that party, Beth. I was the only one that they dragged off into jail.
Blue Jack, the police have just begun their investigation. They're going to find out who really killed Annie Ferris.
What if they don't?
They will. They'll find the evidence they need.
That's the whole thing, Beth. I mean, all the evidence points to me. The lights came on, and there I was, standing over Andy with a gun in my hand. And then the thing went off with it still in my hand.
But into the floor.
Beth, the point is, they found gunpowder on my hands. As far as they're concerned, I could have been the one that shot Andy.
But you didn't. So you saw the gun on the floor. You picked it up after we heard the first shot.
Nobody knows that for sure but me, Beth. The lights were out.
That's still no reason to hold you for murder. Just because you had the gun in hand doesn't mean you used it.
I threatened to, remember? Right before the lights came on. in front of a dozen witnesses. Real smart, huh?
You didn't mean it.
I just freaked, that's all. I mean, after everything that we planned, Andy just stood there. I thought he was going to take that tape and run for it. So I said the first thing that came into my mind to keep him there. Me and my big mouth.
I thought he meant it when he said he wanted to help us. What could have made him change his mind?
He couldn't take it, I guess. I mean, there he was, face to face with everybody. He just got scared. And when Bailey said that he would go to jail if he played that tape, he just lost his nerve completely.
Lujak, listen.
You can't blame him. There's a lot to ask from anybody.
No, Lujak, listen a minute. Everything's gonna work out okay.
How?
What we just said. Andy was face to face with all his enemies in that room. Philip, India. No, listen to me. Your mother, Warren, they all wanted that tape.
I already told Detective Saunders that what they were going through to get the tape, Beth.
Okay. So when the police follow up with their investigations, they're gonna find out the evidence to back you up.
But I'm still the prime suspect.
But only for the time being. The police are gonna know what we already know. That at least 4 people in that room had reasons for wanting Andy Ferris dead.
Coffee, Alexander?
Give it to me, Warren.
I don't have the tape.
Somebody took it out of the tape recorder last night while the lights were out. It had to be you.
What makes you think that?
Well, if Beth and Brandon had it, they would have turned it over to the police by now. The same goes for everyone else in that room.
And now, aren't you overlooking the obvious, Alexandra? What about Philip and India? Maybe they have it.
They couldn't. The police searched both of them before they left my house.
But they searched me, too.
Oh, I know you, Warren. You're too ingenious to let a little thing like that stop you.
I'm flattered you think so highly of me.
You could have slipped it by that police officer somehow. You could have hidden it, gone back for it later.
I could have, but I didn't.
You have to have that tape!
I don't! I didn't take it last night, and I don't have it now!
My God. I was so sure you had it.
Alexandra, please. You're getting much too upset over this. Now, believe me, nothing is wrong.
Nothing is wrong.
The more I think about last night, the more certain I am Andy Ferris was bluffing. He didn't really have a copy of that tape. He was using a blank cassette to scare us.
It was the real thing, Warren.
Impossible. You had it.
I had it hidden away. But last night, when the police left, I went to check on it.
It wasn't there.
Ferris must have found it somehow and stolen it.
Alexandra.
He was about to play the one and only copy of that tape, and now it's gone. What are we going to do?
I haven't the faintest idea.
Well, think of something, Warren. I have to have the tape.
Do you?
I may need it to clear my son.
Or yourself?
What is that supposed to mean?
No tape, no connection between you and Andy Ferris. No reason for you to kill him.
You think I would suppress evidence that would save Brandon to help myself?
Why not? You did it before.
Oh, you...
Alexandra, maybe you lied, and you still have the tape. Maybe you still have it, huh? Maybe this was all designed, set up to throw me off the track. No! You will never do that to me again. You understand? I am not your whipping boy. I don't even work for you anymore.
Oh, Warren, we can do something about that.
No! No more we, Alexandra. From now on, Warren Andrews is out only for himself.
You really think Lujak killed Andy Ferris?
Of course I do. Well, the evidence points against him.
It is pretty incriminating.
But you don't think he did?
I'm not sure. Nobody really knows what happened, Philip.
Except the murderer.
Yeah. But there was much confusion. The lights went out. Lujak could have picked up the gun in the dark, like you said.
Or he could have used it to kill Ferris.
I just don't think so. Lujak's not the type.
Yeah, well, if Lujak didn't kill him, then who did?
Anyone who wanted to get Andy Ferris out of the way.
Alexandra?
Warren. Well, whomever the murderer is, he did us,
Or she.
or she, did us a big favor. Andy never got the chance to play the tape for everyone.
If he had, I'd be on my way to prison right now.
So would I. Or out of the country, anyway.
India. I don't want you to go anywhere.
No. Not even your bedroom.
India, please.
Oh, last night, Philip, you told me that things would be different from now on. You said we'd have a normal marriage. You said we'd have a child.
I meant that.
Well, when we got home last night, you went to your room, and I went to mine.
India, we were both very upset. I mean, it wasn't the right time.
When is the right time, Philip?
Now, India. Now's the right time.
Ignore it. Please,
We
Philip.
can't. Not now. Wait. Lieutenant Saunders.
Mr. Spaulding, may I come in?
Of course.
Lieutenant, I didn't think we'd see you again so soon.
I'm sorry to bother you so early, Mrs.
Well,
Spaulding.
that's quite all right.
What can we do for you, Lieutenant?
It's about the Ferris murder.
Oh, please.
I have to ask some questions.
Sit down.
All right, thank you. I should start by telling you about something we found at the Baroness's house last night after you left.
Oh, you found something?
It should interest you both a great deal.